Pattern Boldness.
What a day this has been, what a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when the bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling, I would swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. Hi everybody, and welcome to my Sunday Sewing Week in Review. Well, I only sewed one thing this week, and that's this shirt, which I blogged about actually a few times this week on Male Pattern Boldness. I made it from McCall's 8536, which I've shown you before. It's this 1983 Willy Wear pattern that I bought. I think I bought it on Etsy. The shirt has some cute features, these yokes in front and then these front pockets in the yoke seam. And you can see I have these stripes running in both horizontally and vertically. I really like the shirt. I actually don't even mind the fit, even though it's a little roomy. It is an 80s shirt after all. But the consensus seems to be, and I agree, that these colors are not the most flattering on me. They look much better on Michael, and even better on my new colleague, Mary Porter. Well, more about Mary later. In any case, this is what I sewed, and it has some other nice features. This hidden button placket in front. And so I don't know if I'm going to make it again with a different fabric or just put it aside. So I have 3 new patterns that I got as a lot on eBay, and they are all Vogue patterns, and they're from the late 30s, early 40s. Well, this is a suit pattern. I have been wanting to make Kathy a 1940s suit for a very long time, and I really like this suit. It's classic, it's a Vogue special design. I think it dates from 1945. And then it came bundled with these. Look at this 1930s dress pattern. This is, I think, I think this is from 1940. Unfortunately, it's the wrong size for Kathy, so I may end up selling it, but it's beautiful. And then this is actually pajamas that can be made as you see here, a tucked blouse. And these are actually pants. And it reminds me of something, I have a photograph I'll show you of Norma Shearer from around this time wearing what looks like exactly this outfit, kind of like a beach lounging outfit. Love it. And this is the right size. So now let me tell you about a few other things that have been going on this week. I did more maintenance on my Kenmore 158-141. Part of the problem was that the feed dogs were stuck. I could never lower them. This is the lever that attaches. You see that cylinder inside that other cylinder was stuck. It just wouldn't move out. So by knocking the opposite end, I was able to, and using liquid wrench, I was able to loosen it. Finally, there you could see. This is feed dogs down. This is when the feed dogs are up. Feed dogs down. I was so happy, and there you can see, I can now use my Singer buttonholer attachment, and I can make these beautiful buttonholes on my Kenmore. Here's Michael in that shirt I made, and as you can see, it's much more flattering on him. I guess it's something to do with his coloring. Now here's my new assistant, Mary Porter. She's a very experienced sewing instructress, and she's going to help me improve my sewing skills, and she might make some tutorials herself. She's quite the cut-up. So as far as the week to come, well, I'm still not really sure what I'm going to be sewing. I thought that I might start a suit, as I think you may remember last week, but it just didn't happen. I don't think I have the energy to start a suit. So the question is, what am I going to sew next? And I'm really not sure, but I'm going to decide probably today or tomorrow. And I think that's about it. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below or on my blog, Male Pattern Boldness. And have a great week, everybody. And as I always say, happy sewing! Perhaps I had a wicked childhood. Perhaps I had a miserable youth. But somewhere in that wicked, miserable past, there must have been a moment of truth. For here you are, standing there loving me, whether or not you should. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. Nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever could. So somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good.